All right, everybody, how you doing? It's Captain Jack here. I am popping on YouTube. I know I'm good to go here. And I'm going to pop this out here. I know we are also on Facebook, so if you are on Facebook, thanks for being here, but get your ass over to YouTube. Easy way to say it. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get to the Facebook. Well, I'm not sure who's here. I'm going to try to expand it. Hey, Mai Tai is here. Chris Sandoval and one other. See who that is. We are on, like I said, we are on Facebook. On YouTube, we have we got a lot of the crew here. Vicky Orr, Raider Homer, and Homer says it's time to drink, so we'll see about that. And no, I'm not catfishing. I saw that comment. I'm like, screw you. Asylum is here. Good to see that. Mute desktop audio. Okay. Oh, okay. You are echoing. That would be me minus the echo. Mute desktop. Okay. Hi, Sheila. So Sheila's in here. Desktop audio is muted. But here's the thing. If we have a phone call and I mute desktop audio, then you can't hear the phone call. Or when I have a person that's calling in on Skype, you won't be able to hear the Skype. So, can't do that. I am popping up Skype as we speak because I'm hoping that Ed Winchell is going to join us via Skype. But that was the battle plan. Why the hell is Skype not popping up? This is upsetting me. The round circle of death. Yeah, this is all I effing need right now. Why is Skype not working? The echo is probably within the microphone because there is sometimes. Jason Goff, thanks for that. That's important shit. I'm trying to make it as best as I can. Everybody's, I'm turning down Electro Voice mic. Maybe that will do some of that. Skype is not coming on. That's not good because I need Ed to call in via Skype. Because we're going to have one person call in via Skype. Why the fuck is it not working? Now this is upsetting me. Yeah, I'm going to fucking curse. Especially if my Skype doesn't show up. Because I have to have somebody via one thing. Fuck you. I don't have anything to drink. Nothing. I don't even have my fucking glass over here. Because I'm on for an hour. Yeah, Russian hackers. Okay, you guys can drink all the fuck you want. I don't know why Skype's not working. Because I need Ed to call in via Skype. And it's not coming on. Worked great last night. I get a red circle, the spinning circle of death. Yeah, Vicky, I know I got the shot. The shot glass is right here. Okay. Having a shot glass and having something to pour in it are two different things. Right? Correct? Not that I'm trying to be an asshole, but the shot glass is here. Why the fuck is Skype not working? This is upsetting me. Okay. Well, Ed Winchell, we're going to Plan B. Ed Winchell, what did I say? Why the scup is Skype not where? I don't know what I said. That's what she said. I don't know. Close the window and reopen it. It won't let me close. Okay, unpin from taskbar. Let's try this again. Yeah, it does upset me because again, you know, you try to get things squared away, and it's spinning and then it quits. It quits. So if Ed Winchell, so now I got to call out Ed Winchell. Motherfuck. Okay. So I got to call Ed Winchell. Good thing I got his number. Okay. I'm going to call Angela as well. I don't have time for this shit. Well, there's Skype. Okay, well, good. There it is. Skype showed up. Okay. Well, Ed, we got Skype on. I don't know how, because it wasn't showing up. Ed, I'm very glad that you called in because I couldn't, for some reason. Yes, can you hear me? Ed,
Yeah, you there?
yes, can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me? You can hear me.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Because I was trying to pull up Skype and it wouldn't show up. But it is showing up now, which is good. Now, all we need right now is for Angela to call in via Facebook, so we'll have really good audio there. So hopefully Angela will do that. What the hell is this? No, that's not Facebook.
Sorry I was late. I was on a conference call.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I need to pull up. There it is. Okay, there is my Facebook. So I'm pulling up Facebook, getting rid of all the rest of this shit. And people are already saying I'm allowed to curse because I'm glad I can curse because, you know, not having the things pull up as I need to. Who's full of shit? Who's full of shit? Homer says, even though he's full of shit, tech is good and bad. Okay. All right. So hopefully we'll have Angela show up because Ed, Ed is that's not that's heart in the back. I can hear that.
Is it too loud?
Well, I can hear it, so I mean, at least I know what's going on, and I definitely can hear your dog. Hopefully, Angela, we're still filming. Try to call in soon. Okay. Well,
that was my parrot, Conchita.
Oh. we got the full zoo tonight. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Because Angela's not here, I was going to start with Angela, but she's still filming, and she's going to call in soon. So, Ed, do you mind if you go and explain? Okay, now I'm going to set you up. Now, first off, before we get there, man, that is loud. You're going to have to turn that down a bit, Ed.
How's that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Somebody was full of shit, according to Homer. That's all I was just reading. Anyway, now, before we get into this, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, Ed, I'm wearing my Oakland jersey. I'm wearing my Oakland hat. It's Oakland A stuff because we were talking about the Coliseum. And the only people that are in the Coliseum as of right now are the Oakland Athletics. So I figured it would be nice to dress appropriately. Now, this is where I'm going to set up. First off, I am the moderator, okay? I am not going to say anything either for or against the views expressed by the two participants this evening. Don't get pissed off at me. Okay, not you, Ed. I'm talking about everybody in the audience. Okay? Don't get pissed off at me. We're going to have a nice conversation from Mr. Ed Winchell, of originally from Los Angeles, California, big Dodgers fan, and his assertion. I was going to say assertion, but that's actually the wrong word. His assertion that the Oakland County Coliseum is, and I quote, despicable. And you can attest to having said that, correct?
Yes, I can attest to that.
Okay. Ed, because and by the way, folks, if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. So I appreciate that. But here's where we go. Angela is still filming. I was going to let her start off because she was going to, come out on blast on full force. But it's actually probably better this way. Ed, I would like for you to give your defense of you being, well, you're not an A's fan, so you don't have to defend that, okay? But your defense of you calling the Coliseum, the actual place, despicable.
Well, Cap, I thought this was going to be a debate.
It is, and there.
Can I wait until whatever her name is comes on
so
we can debate it?
Okay, well, a debate, you have one person and then another person talking, okay? So, and Angela, it did call, so I have her on the line, or at least we're getting her on the line. Stand by. It takes a little, you know how it takes a little bit for the Yahoo Messenger, or not Yahoo Messenger, the Facebook Messenger to come up. I'm waiting on it to show up. I answered her. I'm answering it. Why is it saying I'm not answering it? Okay, I'm answering it again. Okay. Hello, hang on. For some reason, it's not. Yep, audio trouble. So now we had somebody calling in via Skype. And we had somebody calling in via Messenger, and it worked before. So again, totally getting reamed by technology, which pisses me off. So 1 second, Ed. We will see if Angela will call back. Angela, you might have to go to the phones. Okay, hang on a second. One second, Ed. Okay. Angela, try calling in via, what is it? Google. Okay, let me put Google up. And we'll try that. I didn't want to use Google, but looks like we're going to have to use Google Voice Hangouts tonight as well. But at least we know what the numbers is. Stand by. We have Google up. We have Ed Winchell on Skype, and thank you for being here, Ed. We got Google Hangouts up. I do have Messenger up via Facebook Messenger. So hopefully some way we will get that conversation going so that we will have Angela and you go back and forth. It's probably going to be like a round versus a round, and hopefully I'm waiting. I know Angela was calling via Facebook Messenger, but it just did not go through. Very upsetting. Okay. I'm replying to Angela in the Facebook and say, call in again using either source. Okay. little bit of a delay. Google Voice at the number. Or FB Messenger. So how you doing tonight? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're going to try. You know what? I'm doing this via the phone. Angela, I have to use my phone. For some reason, it's not coming up via the regular sources. Hang on a second here. No, I can't hear you. Hang on a second here. Okay. Hang on a second, Angela, because I don't. Okay, go ahead and speak, Angela. No, I know they can't hear you because I can barely hear you right now. I'm going to try. I'm gonna click off. Try to call in via Google Voice. Can you call in via Google? You know, the regular number. I just tried that. It was your voicemail, so I'll try again. Okay. All right. Bye bye. Okay, we're still trying here, folks. We're still trying here. So it might be that. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Angela, are you there? Angela.
Hey, I'm here.
Outstanding. Ed, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you guys hear each other?
Barely.
Okay, let me do that. Hopefully, let's get the volume up here for that. I got codec up. Ed, Angela. Now you both are on, which is good. I told people that I'm glad that I have you both on, and we are going to have a debate. And I started with this as far as I stated unequivocally that I'm a moderator. I'm just here to make sure we're good to go. And I wanted to make sure that and Ed has stated that he has admitted that he is calling the Coliseum despicable, which was fighting words for you as an A's fan.
Before we get started, I'll give him the opportunity to apologize for being disrespectful and rude, because I don't think I'm not here for that. So if he wants to apologize, we can end it right now. But if he wants to keep it going, then if he wants to double, triple down, then let's go for it. I've lost.
I can't hear her, Captain.
You can't hear her?
No.
Shit.
Well, that's because you know what? At a certain age, technology is hard to use. So I'm gonna figure it out because I don't have a lot of time.
Okay. Hang on, Ed. The desktop audio is up. Okay, so Ed, I got my desktop audio up. I got my other system up. So pretty much I have all the volumes up. Now, Ed, you said you couldn't hear her at all.
Yeah, let me do this. Let me see. Are you there now?
Yeah, everybody's here, Ed.
Can everybody else hear her but me?
It said Ed is low. Okay, so Ed.
I can hear him. Let's get it rolling. Let's go.
Okay, Ed, she can hear you, Ed.
Are you there, Angela?
Yeah, I'm here. So, yeah, like I said, if you can hear me now, I said I'll give you the opportunity to apologize for being disrespectful and rude. If not, I guess we can go ahead and debate.
Angela.
Okay, folks, try not to talk over each other. One person talks, and then hopefully the other person will be able to go through. And Ed did say it was kind to meet you, Angela. So go ahead, Angela. Your statement.
Well, no, that's all. That's what I had to say. If he chooses not to apologize, I'll let him start. He started it. What do you got to say?
Ed? Edward.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. She stated that apparently you didn't want to apologize for the comment. And so because you didn't want to apologize for the comment, then basically it comes down to brass tacks. What did you mean by your statement that the Coliseum
was
despicable?
Well, I obviously struck a chord with her, and she took it and you took it personally. So I just wanted to sit for a minute and find out why you took it so personally, Angela.
All right, I'll tell you. You ready? Everyone ready? Listen up, because it's going to happen fast.
Do you hear that, Ed?
What?
Did you hear that she's going to let you know why she took personally?
I'm not going to repeat it because it's a lot. So you might have to watch it on playback. So tell me when he's ready.
Ed,
I'm listening up.
Go ahead.
Okay, Ed, can I go, Captain? Tell me when I can go.
You got it, Angela. The floor is yours.
All right. This is why I'm so offended. I don't even know you, Ed Winchell, but I bet you're a weak little man that likes to run his mouth. No, actually, too cowardly for that. A weak little man that likes to run his fingers on his keyboard. You're a keyboard troll. That's what you are. I bet Ed Winchell is crusty, dusty old man who remembers a time there was actually a Winchell. Sorry, not sorry, Ed. That's all we don't live in mansions, which I assume you do live in, since you think it's okay to mock my home. And yes, I think the Coliseum is my home. I grew up out here. I'm actually standing on the soil as we speak as for motivation. I continue to go there regularly. My grandma's office was in this so-called despicable dump. And I have friends that continue to work here and love it. Does anyone love Ed? I don't know. Probably not. Ed Winchell, I take that shit super personally. Perhaps you should show some manners. You claim to be a chivalrous man, but you're just plain rude. Perhaps you shouldn't act superior to others, since you need handouts to even attend a game in our despicable dump. Good luck getting tickets into the new stadium, Ed Winchell, because Captain Jack isn't giving out handouts in Vegas. Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
Was that the mic drop, Angela, or do you have more?
Done.
You're done?
I have more. That's my monologue. If I could bring out some more, but we'll let him go.
Okay, Ed, did you hear that?
Yes, I did, and I didn't think we were in a personality contest.
What? He's talking to even let him speak.
Okay. Well, Ed, obviously, she did take it personally. So basically, defend your position about calling the Coliseum despicable.
Any good comments there?
Ed.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, basically, defend your position of calling the Coliseum despicable, because Angela wants to hear why you're calling the Coliseum despicable.
Okay, I'll be happy to, Captain. First of all, I've never talked to Angela ever in my life.
That's true, but
it sure seems to me that she seems to have me in her own mind all about everything. That is not true. I'm sorry if I struck a chord, but I'm not going to apologize for saying that the Oakland Coliseum is despicable. I will be happy for you, Angela, that you feel the way that you feel, but that's not what this conversation is about. It's about you, Angela, getting upset because I said the Coliseum is despicable, and I'll be happy to tell you why.
There you go. Tell us why, Ed, you think the Coliseum is despicable.
Well, first I'd like to say my definition, which fits the Coliseum totally, is despicable is contempt, hatred, beyond the pale, disgusting, horrible, obnoxious, nauseated, and offensive, and the Coliseum lives up to each and one of those adjectives.
Okay. Now, why do you think that those adjectives described, in your opinion, why do you think the Coliseum lives up to those adjectives? That's what I think struck the chord. Is that you're calling the Coliseum, which obviously is very heartfelt to Angela and her crew up there, that you called it despicable, nauseating, and everybody that's there. Why do you think that those adjectives take effect when talking about the Coliseum. That's what the issue is.
Actually, I would like to say.
I understand. And I first want to preface
can I say something,
by
Captain
saying
Jack?
that
Since you
either
went, can I go
the
now?
Wait.
comments, either the when I make the comments, they are either seen.
Go ahead.
When I make my comments, I'd like to let you know that either the comments I make I have seen visibly, or I have had people that I know have told me that they in person are aware of these issues, that I declare that the Oakland Coliseum is despicable.
Okay.
To start off with,
great.
I'd like to say that it has always had drainage issues for decades that has flowed into the visitors, players, and umpires' clubhouses. This has been an ongoing issue, like I said, for decades. Also, E. coli has been found in the training room. Again, dead mice in many soda machines. Dead animals found in food stands and around food stands. Now, the New York Times classified your beautiful Oakland Alameda Coliseum as the ugliest ballpark in America. They've also said that it is considered to be one of the worst professional stadiums in the country for over a decade. Now, in 2019, Major League Baseball declared Oakland Coliseum to be the second least desirable stadium of all the parks in the MLB. Stadium was built in 66, 54 years ago. There's been one renovation done in 1995. Since then, they have not done any renovations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right.
To repair or fix the issues that I have discussed. On top of all that, the A's have been spinning wheels, planning to get out of the Oakland Coliseum for a decade. Now, thank God, the A's have found themselves a new home, means that they are the only occupant in that despicable stadium. They are moving out next year into a new 34,000-seat stadium on the Oakland waterfront.
Okay, is there a buzzer on the Twitter troll, or are we just going to let him keep going?
Okay. Ed, this is a debate. I did let you go on for a bit, okay?
Okay.
We've established that the stadium is old. It has an infestation of rats and rodents and other things and mice, which is true, because it has been stated it is true. Okay.
And that is why I called it despicable.
Okay.
If I can't go to a ball game without seeing all those issues.
Is he done? Okay, he has his turn.
Ed, okay, we got that. Okay, Angela is hot to retort. Go ahead, Angela, and say what your retort is on Ed's, which are facts, by the way, of how the state of what the stadium has to offer in the sanitation department, which is lacking. I will give him that.
We all know these things. This is not brand new information. My point is, I don't see why he feels the need to be rude about it and to be rude about it constantly, especially when this is somewhere we love going to. I just don't think that's necessary. He's just doing it this is Ed Winchell. He's a Twitter troll who likes to get people quote unquote upset or pissed off or whatever, and nobody wants to hear him run his mouth. That's what this is about, okay? I tell people this all the time when they come to the Coliseum for a Raider game. They go, we're afraid of Raider fans. I'm going to get beat up. I say this all the time. I say, no, we're cool with everyone. We're cool with every fan. You can come in and root for your team, but if you come in and talk shit about my team, that's when your ass is going to get handled. And that's what this is about. It's about respect, and he needs to stop running his mouth.
Okay. Okay. Is now Angela? Is that your comment there? Can I let Ed talk about the comment about Ed?
Yes.
Ed, go ahead and you can give Angela your comment back from that.
Okay, this is not a personality. This is not going to be a personality exercise, Cap. I feel rightfully saying that regardless, I don't know Angela. She seems to think in her own mind everything that is me, and it's totally wrong. I've never spoken to her.
I don't know.
Number one, she calls me a Twitter troll. Hey, guess what, Angela? I'm not even on Twitter.
I know. You don't know. Hey, call me. I'll
personally.
teach you how to work
The
it.
world is really having a lot of trouble, and maybe you should chill out and just accept the fact that I feel it's a despicable stadium. Respect my opinion, and I will respect your opinion without going into a dissertation about what's right or what's wrong. Everybody has an opinion, Angela, and I respect yours, and I expect you to respect mine.
That's not respect, Ed. You need to learn what respect is. That's not respect.
Ed?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, this is what I feel. I feel like going on other people's shows and talking shit about fans that are also on the show is inappropriate. So that's not respectful either. I don't go on to other people's shows and just start, making fun of everyone and where they've been and what they like to do. That's not cool. That is not cool.
Okay, now wait.
We have a question.
Time out. No. Wait a second. I want to clarify what you were stating, because you're saying, what are you saying about Ed going on another show saying bad things about what you're doing? I want you to please clarify that for everybody here, Angela.
No, I'm just saying he just, every time I go to your show, I want to enjoy your show, and I don't want to see Ed putting our home down every time I go to your show, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Then that's been clarified. Ed, what's your response to that?
That I feel very sorry for you, Angela, that you're taking it so personal. Everybody's allowed to their opinion, and everybody should respect other people's opinions.
Okay. Well, Ed, here's the thing, and I'm gonna interject one thing. It's when Angela says what she's saying, she is taking it from the fact that you are literally, in her mind, you are talking shit about her home. Okay, she considers the Oakland Coliseum her home just as much as her regular houses wherever her and Mama Moon live, okay? As well as Thor, as well as Omar, as well as the rest of the crew. It's like saying, I don't like your home because your home has backed up toilets and a bunch of dead mice and rats, okay? That's what she is saying, that she doesn't particularly like that. So in your response to that, you said, well, I do have my opinion of that, and you have to respect my opinion, because everybody's allowed to have an opinion and you have to respect it. And that's what you're saying, correct, Ed?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And if she wants to live in a despicable home, that's up to her.
Angela, your response?
So he said if I want to live in a despicable home, that's up to me.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Oh no, I was repeating it to everyone else out here so they could hear me. Derek, Omar, Thor, and Q. We're all here listening.
Okay.
That's true.
I'm here to say, fuck Ed Winchell's a bitch.
Wait a second.
Fuck him. You know what? He's talking shit about people he don't know shit about. He talks shit about me. There was a pure lie, and he knew nothing about it. So when he came to Oakland, what happened? He got dumped in a porta potty or what?
Okay.
Why was he so mad?
Thor.
Ed, why are you so mad at the Colo, bro?
Thor.
I'm a real motherfucker out here.
Thor.
Thor.
Oh,
Fuck that shit. I'm pissed off
Thor.
right now. Fuck that shit.
Thor.
I love you, bro.
Earth to Thor. Okay? Earth to Thor. I'm trying to have a moderation of people saying...
But we...
Go ahead, Angela. I want to try not to make it personal. Try not to.
No, I'm just going to say, though, I mean, I'm not going to go in circles with him. If he's just going to have the same argument over and over, and that's his opinion, and so what, who cares? And I think the conversation's over because you heard what I had to say about him.
I got you. And now you basically, now to paraphrase, what I'm hearing is that you think that Ed is being very personable and being anti-Coliseum and vindictive in his remarks, correct?
Well, it is at this point, yes, because I told him he knows how we feel about it, and we feel disrespected, and he's like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to keep disrespecting you.
Okay, Ed, your response to that?
She's entitled, and I respect that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Ed. Now, what I believe Angela and Mama Moon and Thor, okay, because again, you don't know any of these people, and they don't know you, and I have met, I think, most of the parties. I haven't met Omar personally. I might have run into Q, but I have met Angela personally. I have met Mama Moon personally, and I've met Thor personally, and I've met you personally. Okay, so I have met y'all. Okay, again, Omar and Q, I got to meet you personally. But what I'm saying is, what I think the crux of the conversation is that even though you have an opinion, okay, what the opinion is so volatile. It's like going online and saying, and I'm not going to bring religion or politics into this, but it's like going into a synagogue and saying, this synagogue sucks because it doesn't have a cross in the front, okay? Because you're remarking about the place itself. It's your opinion, but it is something that is volatile in thought, okay? And that's what I think is the crux of what this conversation is. I don't think, if you say I don't like the president or I don't like the last president, if we're going to go on both bases here, and you have to respect my opinion, you have to be able to back it up with some sort of facts that are legitimate to you. Now, you stated that the stadium is old, and we know it's old, and you've said other things like that. But what I think is, what I think is that the best thing that can be done here, since you watch the show, and Angela and Mama Moon and Thor and Omar and Q watch the show, and we're all Raider fans, is we can agree that something. Yeah, okay, and thank you, Watts. I'm gonna put this up. Watts Raider said it best in this comment. Okay, he said, if you say Oakland is a shithole, that's gonna rub folks the wrong way. It's like saying, Ed, if they say, you know what, going to Chavez Ravine is like going into a porta potty because it's a dugout ditch in the middle of Los Angeles. That would affect you because you're a Dodgers fan. I think that's what the crux of the conversation is.
Cap, you're correct on your assessment of the conversation. But you got to keep in mind the two parties involved, not a man named Thor and Over and Omar and everybody. I'm talking to Angela, and when I talk with her, I got to tell you that if she's so insecure that she cannot understand that other people have opinions about other things, regardless about how she feels about them, that she should grow up and respect the fact that every individual is entitled to their opinion, and this is not a personality exercise for me. She don't have to like me. Like I said, I have never talked to her. I don't know her. She seems to know me up and down, and that's a crock. So, hey, she's entitled to her opinion. I don't have time to belittle and go back and forth, Kat.
Okay. And Angela's saying that you are saying the same things over and over, which is true.
I want to make sure she hears.
We want to know how many games he's been to out here in Oakland.
Ed, can you answer that? How many games have you been to at the Coliseum?
I've been to a number of Yankee games, Dodger games, and Raider games.
Okay.
A number of them. So it's not despicable to keep coming back.
Okay, well,
Enough
yeah, exactly.
to be able to determine my accuracy for the reason why I claim that it's a despicable stadium, Cap.
Okay. Now, Ed, what is your idea of the best stadium that you've been to and why?
But why? I want to know why.
The best stadium I've
Yeah,
ever been
like
to.
I think he's not going to change his mind. I think I
can
said what I need to say, and that's about all the time I have for Ed Winchell. Because if I keep going, it's going to get real unladylike.
Which was built in the 1920s.
1 second, Angela. Okay, so you're saying Yankee Stadium
was built in the 20s.
Who gives a shit? We're not talking about Yankee Stadium.
No,
I don't have time to wait.
Angela, I asked him that. That's why. Okay, so Angela,
Yes.
how are we going to end this conversation? Is like that we're going to agree that now what do we want to have happen out of this? Because Ed has his opinion, you have your say. So what is the culmination that we're going to have here for the show is what I'm going to be asking.
Well, if she wants me to apologize, Cap,
of your show.
She's going to have to wait till hell boils over.
Okay, that's fine. Angela, he basically said, fuck you, I'm not going to apologize.
No, he didn't say that.
Okay. Well, this is what I got to say to Ed, and it's like I said, it's about to get a real unladylike, and whoever doesn't want to hear it might want to turn off the show. But the only despicable dump I can see in this conversation is the load his father dumped into his mother to create him.
Ooh.
And that's my mic drop. Peace out, bitches.
Okay, Angela, thanks again, hon. I'm sure that's your last. We'll see. We'll see you for the next show, hon.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Ed, I think that was her last comment. Did
Captain? I appreciate the platform.
Okay.
If anybody there has any issues with what I say, I'll be more than happy to discuss it with him. And I appreciate the fact that you took the time to have a show, and so we can both let our feelings be known about how we feel about the Oakland Coliseum.
Okay. Now, Ed, again, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate Angela as well as the rest of the For Life R Raider Story crew to come on. I think bottom line is that, and again, you don't have to apologize if you don't mean it. Okay, you don't have to apologize if you don't mean it, and at least you were honest and no, I'm not going to apologize for thinking that your stadium needs to be rebuilt. Okay, and actually, I think that it came to that saying that the A's are going to be moving into a brand new facility now. Ed, you live out in Stockton area or Sacramento?
Sacramento.
Okay.
Currently Sacramento.
Okay. And you will be going to Oakland or games in Oakland to see the teams that you wish to see in baseball in the brand new stadium, correct?
In the brand new stadium, for sure.
Okay.
I read just the other day, Captain, that the current plans are to demolish the stadium and turn the site into a park with trees.
Okay. And Ed, you do realize, and I'm not trying to throw any more wounds at Angela and her crew, but if I'm not mistaken, and maybe they can put this into the comments, isn't the area that they're building the new stadium the old naval area that had radioactive material?
That I have not heard. I do know that it's somewhere on an Oakland waterfront, but I don't think they would build a brand new 34,000 seat stadium on radioactive material.
Oh, Ed, I hate to disagree with you, but they will build a stadium anywhere that they have funding to do it.
Well, maybe that's something they should have learned the first time around.
Okay. Well, That's all for that. Ed, I appreciate you coming aboard. Angela, are you still here, or has she been gone? Okay, I think they're gone. Ed, thank you for that. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to have a quick conversation with everybody here, and thank you for dialing in.
Thank you very much, Cap. Appreciate it.
You take care. All right, that was Ed Winchell. This was our conversation. God, with conversation, I sound like I'm drunk. And I didn't even have. So, here's the thing. And again, I appreciate the discourse that we've had tonight. I appreciate the comments. I'm only doing an hour show, so I would have liked to have probably had more calls. I'm just going to read from comments, if you don't mind. I didn't let. I didn't. I'm not sure if I've had comments on Facebook or not. Okay. So if people were there on Facebook, I hope that you got over to YouTube. I'm going to turn off the Facebook feed so we can at least have the ending here on YouTube. So again, if you're here on YouTube, and I appreciate you being here. No, I'm not making any calls because I'm leaving at 11 o'clock. So you'll have to call in on Sunday. Raider G is calling right now. No. I don't. No, I'm not gonna call. Here's the thing. Well, you know what? I might have time for one call. Hang on a second. Do I have? I got to turn back on Google Voice. So I will take one call. I turn back on Google Voice. If you know what the number is, use it. But I will be gone right at 11. But I want to say hello to, I see Kaylee is here. Watts, thank you for your comments. I have turned on Google. Angry at Trask, thank you for calling in, or actually commenting in with Heidi. Thank you for being here, Heidi. Quincy, thank you. Omar, Santangela, and it's here it is that Ed has an opinion that the stadium is definitely. I think the term that is very unnerving is despicable. That is a very hot item term. To call somebody's house, which Angela and Mama Moon and everybody else, that's their house. That's their home. Calling somebody's home despicable is pretty harsh. But I think that, and Watts was saying the Warriors won championships at the facility right next door, technically. I don't know how well it was the Oracle, right? I want to make sure I got the name correct. The Oracle was a newer facility, if I'm not mistaken. And the Oracle. There you go. Urena's history in the Oracle. So I did say it right. Okay. The Warriors left to go to San Francisco because the facility is brand new. The A's are going to a facility that's new soon. I don't know when, but within the next couple years once they build it. There will be a turnover of the area in Oakland. If Angria, and by the way, Angria, if you would like to have a part 2, we can schedule it. Because here's the thing. This is unique in the fact that are you going to go to with One Bear tonight? No. I got things to do at 11 o'clock. I got to make a phone call, and that's why Watts. We're not talking about the Raiders here. I'm not wearing anything Raider tonight. You notice that? Because the Raiders don't The Raiders don't play there anymore. That's why I'm wearing my A's gear. People who have that opinion, if you don't like it, find a safe space. and that's true. I don't disagree they should have worked with us or a better stadium, but do not forget disrespect sacred ground as well. Well, see, there you go, folks. And I hate saying this, but the old adage of opinions are like assholes, everybody has one, and a lot of times they're not pleasant to smell. Or things along those lines. I'm actually cleaning it up. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. But the facts are, sometimes if you know your audience is going to get upset, that's the issue. I want to thank everybody for being here. I did put the phone on in Google, but we are up on time. And Angria has a lot of good points, and but we do have a call. I can't see it though. Okay, I can hear it. I don't know why I can't. It's not coming in. I can hear it. You guys can hear it, but I couldn't see the call. It was Raider G, because it showed up here on my phone. Raider G, I'm sorry. I don't know why the Google Hangouts didn't show up. You can try it real quick. They want to turn their land. Okay, G's calling again. I can see it over here. I can see it over here. There we go. There we go. Raider G, can I? Are you here, brother?
Yes.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good, Raider G. Good. Good to hear from you. You got the parting shot tonight because it's 10:55, and
Okay.
What your thoughts?
My thoughts, man, that was heated.
It was.
But I'm going to say I'm going to have to side with Angela on this one, because the truth of the matter is, Captain J, if you don't respect someone's house, and right, everyone has an opinion, but that doesn't mean that opinion should be known. I mean, I would never call into a Kansas City Chief or Denver Bronco podcast and tell that host and that fan base how despicable or, how fucked up Mile High Stadium or Arrowhead Stadium is. Just because you have an opinion about something doesn't necessarily mean that you should express it. And I just think, and I know you have other callers coming in, but I just think that this Ed guy should have been more respectful, because when he realized that Angie actually had family members that used to work there, and that, Oakland is home, the Coliseum is home, then, he should have respected that more. He should have said, you know what, hey, that's my bad. I didn't mean to offend you. Because most people are not really tied to the stadium, like that. But once he knew that he hit a chord with Angela, then he should have said, you know what, hey, that's my bad. I mean, and you know me, Captain J, I'm not from Oakland. I don't live there.
I got you.
But I love that stadium. Does it need upgrades? Does it have sewage problems? Of course it does. And Angela even admitted to that in the whole confrontation with Ed. She even admitted that. But at the same time, me personally, I still love it because it feels like a football stadium. I played football for 10 years of my life. Mm-hmm. And to me, it feels like a football stadium. And as you know, a couple of weeks ago, I became an A's fan because I wanted an excuse to come back to the Coliseum. So yes, I know that it has issues, but when you're there, it feels like, you know what, this is what a stadium is all about. No, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles and the perks of a lot of other stadiums, but especially to the people that live there or are from there, you know, that's home to them. And when an outsider tells them that, you know what, your home is shit, then yes, it's going to strike a chord with them. You know, yes, you're going to have people that are going to bite back. I mean, when I was a kid, you know, when I was a kid, Captain J, I had a water gun and I sprayed it into a hornet's nest or a beehive or whatever the fuck it was. And you know what?
And they came after you, didn't they?
And they came after me. They stung it because, you know what? I invaded their home. They weren't bothering me, but you know what? I decided to shoot a water gun, and they all came after me. So my point is that you can't be an outsider trying to violate or to criticize someone's home or how it looks. Just be, you know, yes, you have an opinion and you may feel that way, but you know, when you come on the airwaves and let your opinions be known, you know, especially when you represent the Oakland Raiders and basically the city of Oakland, then yeah, you're going to get fans in that area and residents of that area that will come and pounce on you. So, you know, I just think that Angela has a legitimate gripe. I feel her passion. And I mean, she really went in on dude. She really did.
Okay. Hey, G, I got you.
Yes,
Homer was calling, and I'm going to give Homer the opportunity to call back. Homer will be the last call, but I appreciate you calling in and working with the difficulties. I don't know why. I'm glad at least that the Skype worked after a while. G, thanks for calling in and voicing your opinion as well.
Thanks for taking my call, sir. Thanks.
You got it.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again. Now it's Raider G calling from Georgia. Homer, I didn't disrespect your call. Homer, you got the last one. So call in quickly. Hopefully we'll. I didn't get a chance to see all of the comments. And a great right now. Okay, yeah. We all can agree. Love the comment, Sharif. Hope Homer ain't drunk off his duff tonight. That's beautiful. Homer, give me a ring. I'm letting you have the floor. I'm going over. I told you I wasn't supposed to go. Homer, call in. Earth to Homer. Earth to Homer. Call in. I'll give you 5 minutes as well. I gave G. Now she was like 4. But it was 4 minutes. Earth, Homer, call in. And Angria. I love Angria's comments because they're right on as well. I don't know what that one was about. I wonder what happened. Fuck you, Homer. It happened. What happened? I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Agra, you're gonna have to tell. I wasn't in on the full conversation. Homer, quickly. I'll give you. I know that there's a time delay. I'll give you. I gotta go. Okay. Where we came from, you don't have to like it, but never. It's what makes it true. All these opinions, all of these views of tact and sheer non-tact are true. Okay. Homer, I gave you an opportunity, and I didn't swing out. Okay. Oh, okay. Angria, you tried to call. I don't know why it's going to voicemail. I've had some issues with that. Let me redo it again. Angria, if you got my phone number, call my phone. Call my phone. We had to do this with Sharif last night. There we go. Homer's calling. Homer. Homer.
Man, dude, I'm glad you survived that shit, man.
Oh, I'm okay. Okay. I'm giving you.
Andrea versus Angela, man. Celebrity Deathmatch Part 2. That shit would be hilarious.
Okay, and you know what? Andrea's on the other line. Okay, I might go back and forth. Hang on, I can do that. I can go back and forth.
Call you. God damn it.
How do I? Oh, she hung up. I don't know how to conference call. I've never.
Merge the calls, Captain.
I
told you to get the hot check, the podcast hardcore. Come on, man.
I did, and I sent it back because I didn't need it. Anyway.
Hard-headed. Anyways, man, hey, look. Yeah, Oakland, the O.co, the stadium, it was old, but Oakland itself was badass. Even though there's a lot of Oaklanders that fucking hate on the Raiders right now, what we're doing, but they have a reason. That stadium has, and Thanos is right, it has all those legendary players playing on that field, all those memories were there. It's sacred. It really is sacred. And I got to go on that field, and I tell that story all the time, man, but it means something. It means something to me right then and there to go there, because that's when I looked up at the crowd, and I felt it, and it was real.
Wait,
it was cool. I'm standing pissed any day.
Wait a second.
Homer, shut up!
Homer! Okay, I have Andrea on the other line. That's why I was saying, hang on a fucking second, big guy, okay?
I want to drink, man.
Jesus. No, Hot Neil. No. Hot Neil. I'm breaking it at this. These are my last two calls. Homer, can you hear Andrea?
Oh, it's fine.
Homer.
Homer.
Can you hear her?
No.
Okay. He can't hear you,
I didn't
Andrea.
say Homer versus Angria.
No, I know it's not Homer versus Angria, okay? Okay. But I wanted to hear from you, and Angria versus Santangela, that would be a celebrity death match. That would be.
No, it wouldn't. It would be a murder slaughter. I'm here too.
And Heidi too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here it is. Okay. Now, Homer, give me your best last comment, because I'm gonna finish with Angria, and then I'm gonna go because I told.
Oakland was awesome, and if you hopefully Ed went there and he's not just reading off of the fucking internet, that's all I would say. If you never went there, you should shut the fuck up, because Oakland was badass. It was magical. And yes, you heard. I remember before I went there, I heard all the horror stories. But when I went there, all I felt was love and the Raider Nation's passion, dude. So, Ed, stop hating on Carr and then asking for respect. Makes sense.
Okay.
All right, in O.co, it was a badass place.
Okay. Hey, Homer, thank you, brother. All right. Goodbye. Okay, Angria, you are my final call. Okay, did you hear what Homer had to say?
I did, and you know what made it a badass play?
I'm listening.
The people. It wasn't the Coliseum, because the Coliseum was a toilet. As I said literally earlier, it had sewage running in the bowels of the stadium.
It
People
did.
had to walk through actual shit just to get to their seats.
It did.
That is not the place that our esteemed and fantastic football team should have to survive. And I am one of the biggest proponents of history, and you already know that.
Yes.
And I'm one of the biggest fans of staying where you could if you want to. But if you want to be pissed off at the city. They didn't want shit from you. They didn't want shit from the fans. They didn't want Mark Davis staying there. They rejected every single proposal because they didn't upgrade their stadium. And that was the discussion that was supposed to be had, was upgrading the stadium. And you know what? You're not going to do it. We'll knock it down and do something else with it and call it a day.
Right. They didn't work. They didn't work with Mark Davis. They didn't work with. I almost said you. I almost said you. They didn't work with Amy Trask. Okay.
Amy Trask.
They didn't work with Amy Trask, not Angria Trask, but they didn't work with Amy Trask. They didn't work with Mark Davis. They didn't work with the Patriarch. They didn't work with any of these people that were trying to get the stadium. It was all lip service. They didn't get it done.
Ronnie Lott even came in and said, I got stuff here. Look, there's a full plan. I got it ready to go. And they said no.
That was bullshit, Angry. I'm telling you that the Ronnie Lott thing, was bullshit. It was it was a mile wide and an inch deep. It was all bullshit.
Okay.
It was a PR.
Well, I'm going to take your word for that. I read a lot about it, and I know there were several offers and there were several proposals, and Libby Schaaf just screwed the entire nation on that one. So you can be pissed if you want. You can be upset. You can find your little safe space and wipe your nose. And if your feelings are hurt, that's just too goddamn bad, because the fact of the matter is the place was horrible. I'm sorry people lost their jobs. That was one of the reasons that I was really proponent of people staying in Oakland. And I'm sorry that the black hole is gone. And that was the other reason I was a big proponent of people staying in Oakland.
Yeah.
But however, it wasn't the right facility, and it wasn't a good facility.
It was in 1967 when it was made.
Yeah. Okay, almost 60 years ago.
Right.
It was great. But since it hasn't been updated in 30 years, you lost any credibility of saying it was a good stadium.
Okay, I can agree with that as well. And I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate Homer calling in. I appreciate Raider G calling in, and of course I appreciate the two original callers. God, I almost said I almost said your name again. Angela Pacheco and Ed. And by the way, hon, Miss Pacheco and I are going to be doing a podcast, but that still doesn't mean we can't do one either. If you just got to give me some time. I know. If you're open for it. So I'm just letting you know. I told you this, I'll make myself available, because we're going to do one, because I definitely wanted to do one with a lady that has a lot of good sports sense, and I definitely would like to do one with you still. Maybe like a show a month, maybe. Maybe we'll have a special show. No pressure. No pressure.
As long as Jack's allowed on the show too, we'll be fine.
Well, we let Ed Winchell's dog on the show when he talks, and his canary. So, if we can have Jack on the show, I mean, it doesn't have to be now. We don't have to do it with video, so there doesn't need to be a visual of Jack in his favorite spot. We will have a show Sunday. It will be the regular Ask Captain Jack show on Sunday. And remember, Angela, or otherwise known as Santangela, Sillllllky Sexxxxy Sultry, I'm going to throw that extra S in there. Santangela and I are going to have a podcast show here on YouTube on our channels, my channel as well as her channel. And Asylum, we do a podcast with me, you, and Homer. We're getting that done. We're doing that on Sunday. So I'm busy, but we're gonna have fun. Y'all have a great weekend. Come back on Sunday, and we'll see everybody there. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you on Sunday for the Ask Captain Jack show. Thanks for coming in, Sully. Y'all take care, everybody. We'll see you Sunday.